talk about heart crushing. Talk about heart crushing.
Ophelia Nichols, a TikTok and social media influencer going by ShoeLover99 on social media and known as mamatot by her nearly 9 million followers, shared a 3-minute long video on TikTok Friday, August 19th talking about the arrest of one suspect in the tragic passing of her almost 19-year-old son, Randon Lee. I'm Adam Andrews, and today on Where Are They Now, we are going to talk about the tragic case and a mother's struggle to deal with the updates as they come and how she's been using her platform to deal with the situation as it unfolds. On June 24th of this year, 2022, a day before his 19th birthday, Randon Lee was shot and passed away at a gas station in Pritchard, Alabama. In a press conference that same month, Detective Jason Hadaway gave details about the incident. Hadaway stated that the victim was selling narcotics to 2 people shortly before the incident took place, saying, quote, "There was narcotics found in the vehicle when the crime scene unit processed the scene." According to the detective, one suspect had gotten into Lee's vehicle, which is when a shot was fired, and then both suspects fled the scene. According to the detective, Randon Lee had attempted to escape the scene and crossed the road to another gas station, which is when EMS found him and tried to help. But unfortunately, the attempts to save Randon Lee were unsuccessful and he passed away at the scene. The day after his death, Randon's mother, Ophelia Nichols, shared a post on Facebook opening up about the passing of her son, calling for justice. In the post, she wrote, quote, "I know the days ahead are completely unknown, but the only hope I have is that this person is found and prosecuted for the murder of my son." Nichols also posted a now deleted TikTok where she also reached out to her massive TikTok following to ask for help in finding out answers surrounding her son's death. She said, quote, "This individual took my son's life. He was just 18 years old, and that was the best part of somebody's life. And I know they're out there in my town. They're out there. They're out there living and breathing when my son is not." She continued on saying, "The word is already gotten out and I'm just being overloaded with messages and I need to let everybody know. But I'm doing this video for a reason, because I need y'all's help. I never asked you for anything, but I need your help with this. There's almost 7 million people that follow me. Somebody's got to know something. Somebody knows who did this to my child, and I'm asking for somebody's help." Detective Jason Hadaway also asked for help from anyone with details, including Ophelia's followers, in his June press conference, saying, quote, "I realize that Miss Nichols has a TikTok following, which is great, and all his followers could help by calling in if they have any information." On June 28th, Nichols shared a post on Instagram with several images of her son throughout the years. In the caption, she wrote out a long message mourning the loss of her son, as well as addressing his actions at the time of his death. "Please don't think badly of my son for the circumstances of how he was taken. We are not ashamed of him and never will be. When I was 18, I made poor choices myself." Speaking of the actions of her son, Ophelia had apparently found many people from the local community actually judging her and her now deceased son quite harshly for what he was doing at the time of his passing. "What hurt me really big was when this all came out, the people in my town, people I grew up with, shop at the same store they did, made such terrible comments about my baby child." In the month following her son's passing, updates came from Ophelia through her social media platforms. A comment on her first TikTok regarding the situation let us know that the police had narrowed down their investigation to just 2 suspects. In said comment, she wrote, "Just been told we have a lead on 2 individuals. I hope they see this video and know what they have done to my family." Later on, we received another comment update stating, quote, "We do believe we know who it was. Can't say names yet, but I believe the Lord will make a way for justice." End quote. Ophelia also spoke on how the situation was affecting her and her family. She spoke about how her husband has been supporting her through the difficult times, saying in a TikTok, quote, "He did everything for me." She continued on saying that when she got sick after her son's passing, he was, quote, "outside on the porch calling my friends, listening and asking how to help me because he's never seen me so sick before. I knew my husband loved me, but he really showed me it through all this." Ophelia's husband, the one mentioned in the TikTok, was not Randon's biological father, but despite that, she claims they shared a strong bond, which she spoke about when talking about her son's funeral. She said, quote, "I've been with my husband 16 years and I ain't ever seen him cry. And that day in front of the casket, my husband cried for the first time in front of me. I find at least the joy in something every day so that I can laugh or smile. But the only thing that I've been patiently waiting to do is go and be by the water ever since my family has been through the hardest moment of our life." On Thursday, August 18th, a 20-year-old by the name of Reuben Gully turned himself in at a jail in Alabama around 5 p.m. in the afternoon, according to the Mobile County Metro Jail website and details from the Pritchard Police Department obtained by WPMI. Reuben Gully has been booked and charged for the passing of Lee. A Mobile County District Attorney's Office spokesperson told E! News the suspect is being held with no bond because he was on bond for substance cases at the time of the offense. We also learned that he has not retained an attorney and his arraignment is set for August 23, which if you're watching when this is released, is today. The day after the arrest, Friday, August 19th, Ophelia shared a 3-minute long video on TikTok discussing the news. During the whole duration of the video, she left a message that simply read, "Grateful but not happy." She said, quote, "I'm getting 100 messages saying you must be so happy right now, and I'm not. I am not happy. When situations like this happen or other traumatic situations, I look at everything. I don't just look at this and make a decision or an opinion, I look at everything." When I saw that mugshot last night, I thought to myself, my goodness, he's just a baby. And then I've seen comments from his teachers that said I taught him in high school he was a lovely young man. Yeah, I bet he was. That just made me think within 11 seconds he made the decision to just throw his life away, end quote. She went on to talk about how both her son and Reuben Gully probably both have mothers who would do anything for their sons. She then encouraged the online and local communities to treat the family of Reuben Gully with kindness, recalling how she and her family were treated by some, and then added, quote, "Neither one of our children should have been there that night. So remember this, there's now 2 families that are hurt. There's 2 of us, and those parents shouldn't suffer for something that their child did, just as well as I shouldn't suffer for anything that my children have done." Nichols acknowledged that it would be a long road to justice and she hoped it would be done right. She finished her video adding, quote, "But there are 2 families here, not just me. There's also a lot of families in that town that ain't never got justice that should," end quote. Now, it is important to mention that there is still another suspect alongside Reuben Gully who has not been apprehended as of yet. But with Reuben turning himself in, it's hard to imagine it will be long before the other suspect is also apprehended. Now for the time being though, that is all the information we currently have on Ophelia Nichols and the homicide investigation surrounding the passing of her much too young son, Randon Lee. I think we can all say that we hope those responsible face justice as soon as possible. Make sure to check out Ophelia's TikTok, ShoeLover99, if not for updates, then to just support her. And don't forget to leave a comment, a like, or subscribe here on this video at Where Are They Now? I've been Adam Andrews. You can find my social media down below, and until next time, stay safe and well informed out there, guys. Thanks for watching.